Hey everybody. It's been a long day. I just got back from the gym. Take this off. Oh man, just back from the gym. Live stream is starting. Let's just post in here. Long day. Live stream. Live stream is happening. Let's post the live stream. Short. ETH. There we go. All right. Welcome everybody. Everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Here we are. We're going to talk about BTC. Wow. What a retracement. What a retracement today. So finally, we're getting a bit of volatility coming back into the market, but not really because we've almost retraced everything. Here we are. Let's go to a 12-hour because that's a little bit easier to look at. 12-hour. 1, 2, 3, 4. 48 hours in a row of just down movements. I think we're breaking lower. That's why I've been short ETH for a while. I went short ETH at 229, riding ETH down. I think it is coming down. In the meantime, though, I am long BTC. I think this is a really nice setup. We have nice defined risk to the downside. We have this nice cup and handle. It looks like it's forming to the upside. And so it's a great trade. And this is even better. So BTC looks amazing, to say the least. Amazing. And I have a lot more energy when I do these in the evenings rather than the mornings. In the morning, I'm just like, I just woke up. In the evenings, hit the gym. I'm ready to go. All pumped up. All pumped up. So yeah, here we are. BCH, this is the trade of the day, and we'll get into yesterday's trade as well too on one chain here in a bit. But I'm working on a long position, and let's actually take a look at BCH Z18, and let's go down to like a 4-hour. Right, so I want to get into BCH by catching some of the lows, and the lows in this one are all down to 800. 800 kind of serves as my bottom. It also serves as where I have the lowest amount of trades set right now. I have set up just tiered trades all the way down. So I think starting at 228 and then going all the way down to 0. I think it's spaced out every other one. Just got trades on, right? So I don't know if I don't want to take too much risk and just get in now because we may have this drop off all the way down here. And so I like to take the time to get filled in throughout this period. Probably could just set down below, but I would like to get filled in case we get a nice blow off to the top. So I think the average price, if I do get completely filled, is going to be about, I want it to be about 814. My stops will be at 790 because that's where this down move is. And I want to catch it up to the top. I want to go 12% at least. So that's a nice, look at that. That's decent risk reward. That's 1-4, 1 risk, 4 win. And that's what I'm looking for. So really waiting for this. I think, hold on one second. Right. So just had to talk to my wife. So coming down, it is looking good. I'd like to see it come down, touch this 800 level is what I'm expecting. Actually, I should probably move this down to 780. 780. It's a little less. It's 3-1. It's all right. But I think this is a pretty high quality setup. You know, we've just broken through. It looks pretty decent. We had this nice pop-up. I'm expecting that it's going to do the same thing that XRP did, which is, where's XRP? XRP did this thing where it looked like it was going to, and I think this trade setup is still in play depending on how BTC goes. Ah, there it is. So it went up, came down, touched the 12-hour, and then shot back up again. I think we're going to touch the 12-hour again. I don't want to do this trade right now because BTC is kind of weak, but this formation is just so cool on BCH, right? So really, in effect, that 78 level is where I should be getting my trades in. Let's see where I've got it on this one. No, that's XRP. There's BCH. So I should be setting my trade. So according to the 12-hour, if we think that we're going to come down and touch this 12-hour moving average. Oh, and I got the headphones on today so I can hear myself. If we think that, or if I think that we're going to come down, we're going to touch this 12-hour, I should have all my bids in it at 800 then for on the lows and not up here at the highs. But that would in fact mean that we come down here, we have a nice dip, and then we pop back by sometime in mid-October. As for BCH, Bitcoin, what a move. Big candle wicks down. Somebody is just buying the dip here. Someone is buying the dip. You can see, look at that. That's a $50 candle, which in this day and age is a lot, but yeah, nothing to say on that. So let's take a look at yesterday's trade of the day, which was one. Check back in on this. Right. So as this one plays out, I believe it was pushing up through here. So those of you that missed out on that the video the other day and didn't catch that small move, looks like we're going to have a retrace back down to this 1400 area, 1450. I would look to get in then. As long as we can stay up above that 1450 level, looks nice all the way up to 2100, but it's going to be a while. I would expect a month or so on that trade. It's a nice risk reward there. And then the other one was Ontology. So playing this trade out, right? As long as it stays above the 12-hour moving average, looks pretty good, which it is. So may have some weakness with BTC if we continue to fall off, like what's happening with ETH. We'll jump over to ETH. ETH is a pile of garbage. So a lot of things are coalescing here. So on the 12-hour, we're breaking through the 21 EMA. We're also about to cross this trend line. It doesn't look good for ETH. It doesn't look good for it at all. So I'm expecting it to go down really far. At least I'm hoping for. I'd like another 100-point move down. That would be a lot. That would be huge, but we'll see what happens. On this one, I'm in at 229. So 229. My stops are at 235. 235, which is not much, but when you're catching the move, it feels pretty good. And I'd like to see it come down sub below, so I'd like to retest the lows. And if you're leveraged, that's pretty decent. You know, 10x, that's a 25% move. It's 250% on your one trade. That's a really nice risk reward. It's 10-1, but it may not get there. Let's just say it comes down and touches this kind of 200 area. That's still an 11% move. That's really, really, really nice. And if you're leveraged 10%, like you should be, then that's 100%, 110% you would make. So the risk and reward is really nice there. It was Icon, wasn't it? Icon. Wow, look at Icon pumping. Icon is pumping. Wow, 5% on the day. See, this is the one. Icon's going to be the one. Look, now it's supposed to be. Yeah, look at that. That is a big buy. That's a big buy. Icon's going to pump. This is the trade of the day. So Icon, right? Let's just say now. Right, you buy now because we're firmly across. We're about to close through that 21 EMA. We're gonna make our stops. Let's just make it 1,000 sats, and we want to target at least this high. So that's 35%. That's 5 to 1. That's what I'd be looking at. That's the target that I'd have. But really, it's as soon as this pushes over, you stay above the 21, and as long as it stays above the 21, you just hang into it. And I can demonstrate that in this last trade. So look, if we'd been able to short Icon, which we can't. Well, let me go back. Okay, so here's another one, right? Get fire signal. Go above the 21 EMA, come back up, come back down, touch, but we don't close below the 21. Now, as we move up, keep on moving. It's a long trade to stay in, you know. Here, if you want to be super aggressive, instead of the 21, you can just use the 8-hour EMA, which I have up here as well too. So that's a great move. See? Push up, stays above the 21 EMA and the 8-hour EMA. Never closes below it. Keeps on pushing up, and you would get stopped out here. So let's measure that move. Pushing through here, let's just say we got the average of that move and the average of that move. So that's a 45% move on Icon. Had you followed the same strategy that I'm looking at for the next one. And let's say we're able to short Icon, which unfortunately we're not. If you had done the same thing as soon as you pass through the 21 EMA, it's a very simple strategy, but it works very well. Because if you're catching these long moves, you can just catch them and ride them all the way down. So here we are. We're gonna wait. Where's my ruler tool go? This one. Okay. Oh, man, I can make all this go away. Okay, there we go. Got a ruler. First thing there, right? If you're just riding the 21 EMA all the way down, if you want to be more aggressive, you can do the 8. So this one would have taken 76% move. Wow. That is huge, but we can't short, so fortunately not. If you're riding the 8, you would have taken a 20% move. So this is one of the reasons that it's always better to stay in the, well, sometimes better to stay in the 21. Because look, what if we had done this with Icon? We had gone through, we had come back down, topped, came back down, we touched. We did have one day pushing through, but then we came back up and we had this nice forming pattern. This could have blown off and headed up. Well, unfortunately not, because we're in the bear market. But here we are down at the bottom. We're at 1,000 sats again, and previously that last high was 5,000 sats. So I mean that's a 5x in this trade. If we at some point, let's say we hit the bottom, right? That's 500% that we could go back up. 400%, sorry. 1,000 to 5,000. It's a great trade, especially if you're holding Icon for the long term. It's a really nice trade to be in. And if we go back all the way to the top, it's 7.5x. So it's always better to try to catch these things. I mean, if you caught it at the bottom, which I'm sure hope someone did, because someone usually catches it, that becomes a, what does it become? 1,000%, 10x. But we're not there, and we're at the bottom. So now is a buyer's time, buyer's market icon, and I think that's going to cover it. Everything else is in the red. Not really entering into too many trades. Probably looking to short EOS at some point. But the ETH trade is the main one. I think ETH has the most downside. Definitely has the most downside. So I spoke with a project today called Savel, which is interesting. They're going to be doing peer-to-peer trades, kind of like local Bitcoins. But instead of using the local Bitcoins model of just you send money to, or you kind of lock up your Bitcoins in escrow and then you they send you money, or you have to send someone money, use a third-party provider, cloud payments, to allow for the transfers to happen. So they actually have a pretty cool app. We'll get them on. We'll have them talk about what they're doing sometime. Anyways, I don't want to go on too long today. I had a nice workout session, getting back in the gym, getting lifting again, and yeah, pretty sore. So I want to grab some sleep. I will be up in the morning and have a morning trading update for everyone. Make sure you join the channel. It's on Telegram. Got a nice announcement channel there. You can find it through the website to join the channel if you're not there already. And I will be back tomorrow on this great trading update, daily trading update. All right, signing off. Bye.